What's popping? What's popping? Yo, can y'all hear me? Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me, cause I don't know if my sound is coming through. Somebody got some non-compliant people. At least I got that like, but let me add that video, bro. That's strange. Putting this bullshit on it. Strange right there. Let me change that out. I don't like how that's looking. Let me add it up here. I don't know why it's saying that shit when I'm already on. Let me see who hit me up. Messages going crazy. Bet. Let's see something. So now that I got that there, now shit is acting crazy like I ain't logged in on X. Let's add that. Come back around. Boom, bam. The wonderful world of X, you know, but I'm So we're gonna react to the view. We're gonna go on there and look at the hypocrisy with them. And then this, they gonna be talking about the part in that Biden gave his son. I think nobody really got no problem with Biden giving his son a pardon. I think they got the problem with Biden lying like he wasn't gonna give his son a pardon. Like anybody in that power, I know I would give my son the pardon. So, but the lying and stuff, and I feel like he's one of the biggest hypocrites because he the one, his son is falling under the same jurisdiction and law that he placed in service back in 1994 with his 94 Crime Bill Act, where he didn't give a damn about people that look opposite of him and if they had to serve jail time for using drugs. But his son is getting all types of high, took videos, all types of stuff was found in that laptop, and he wanted to suppress it. He gave us a 10-year open pardon that covers from like January 1st all the way to what I think it was like as recent as December 2nd that he had it covering. Like, why is he doing a catch-all on the pardon? That's not a pardon, that's immunity. That's immunity. People get pardoned when they're already sentenced. That's immunity. But it's all right if you're the elite. It ain't no problem if you're the elite. But for regular, everyday people like us, they'll lock our asses up with no problem. But it is what it is. But we gonna go sit here, we gonna talk about it, and we gonna react to it. You know, only the best way we do on Uncle Mo TV. We gonna enjoy that conversation now. I know that's probably little you can't see, so I'm gonna zoom it in. I ain't download nothing this time. I just straight go to the website. Now we can zoom in way okay. But we gonna zoom it in, bro. And listen, I think Charlemagne has some good points here, man. He has some real good points, and he put Whoopi Goldberg, who I realize she's a goddamn clown, and the View is a goddamn joke. It done turned into a political platform. Before we go into Charlemagne eating her up on her hypocrisy on this whole matter, saying that, which I don't even understand how she can even come up with that whole he didn't lie shit. Like I don't even understand where she get that from. Because if you say you're gonna do one thing and you do another, that's called a lie. You lied. Like it ain't no other way to look at that shit. Why the hell that shit ain't coming up on screen? But it's no other way to look at it. Like if I say I'm gonna do something and then I do the opposite of it, that's a lie. There's no other way to cut the mustard. A lie is when you say you're gonna do something and you do the opposite. That's you. It's no other way. Let's hear it back. So that right there is just ingenuine. Cause how you gonna say we don't know it's a lie when he came out publicly and said, "I'm not gonna pardon my son. I'm not gonna go against the justice system. I believe in the justice system." So you can't tell us we don't know what a lie is. Don't try to. That's the problem. They wanna turn around and change what the meaning of words are and make us think that they're for us when they're not. But let's continue on with this so we can hear Whoopi Goldberg and her delusional self. And what I hate about the View is they play that clap button and shit like how we do on YouTube, where we can clap it up with the sounds and all that. Cause who's everybody else that's getting over? And you know they got Trump delusional syndrome. So who's everybody else getting over when you're the president, you're the head of the DOJ? Like, who is he getting over on? So this my beef with her, right? Don't say you standing on the hard ground because you're a Democrat. You should be standing on the epical high ground because you're a good person, because you got beliefs. You have a belief system, not because you're a Democrat, not because you're a Republican, not because you're independent, not because you're a libertarian, because you have a belief system and you believe in the shit you're preaching that you would preach to my son, to your son, your daughter, your wife, and everybody else. What they're showing ain't a moral high ground. It's an elitist attitude. But Charlemagne points that out to them that they try to use that. Let's listen. See, they don't like that. She said, I ain't mad at him because he pardoned her. That's an insult to everybody intelligence to say we don't know what a lie is. And they do this fake ass clapping. And y'all see this, I'm going to play the Bite in 94 crime bill so y'all can see how bullshit he is too. Yes, that's called integrity. That's called integrity. Integrity is doing what's right even when nobody's watching. But you talk about moral high ground. It's ridiculous. Even when you read the comments on Excellent, they got some good points in there. Like they talking that moral high ground stuff. Let me see, because X is a wild, wild place. I can't be just jumping around on X without censoring and monitoring what they got on there before I go to the next time. But I want y'all to see why you can't say anything about Biden with this moral high ground shit, because Biden was the main reason for a whole lot of shit, and he was proud of his actions when he was setting up. Now we're gonna play another lie that Biden said. Another lie that he said that they play with all of us, the American public, right in our face. Right in our face, they play with us. Another lie from. Now, remember that because we're gonna play another video where he gonna go against what he just said. That he gonna show the hypocrisy and how he been lying to the American public for fucking almost 50 years. See, like I said, goddamn X is a scary place, so I need to monitor it before I put it out to y'all. So I'm gonna blank that off for a second while I pull it up and then I'll play. Okay, I got the next clip already from our fabulous vice president. Right? Let's hear from her what she had to say about Sleepy Joe. Now you hear that? He's saying he don't even believe in that. Lock us up, throw away the key to protect his family, his son, his daughter, his wife, when his son is the goddamn degenerate crackhead. Yeah, I said it. He's a goddamn degenerate crackhead. I seen the videos. I seen the tapes. So is he so damn well damn degenerate, and we acting like he was a young kid that just was blowing off steam while he was smoking on his crack pipe. He was 50 years old. He's 54 right now. And then I read the indictment on the charge where they said, "Oh, he had a drug problem, so we should feel sorry he didn't pay that." He didn't pay millions of dollars of unaccounted funds from Ukraine. And then when they gave him a payment plan, he reneged on that. They gave him chance after chance, but he get privileges because he's the son of the president. We don't get that privilege. It ain't no pardon coming for us if we don't pay our taxes. It ain't no pardon coming from us Americans that can't afford to pay our bills and we decide to to rob Peter to pay Paul, not meaning to physically rob Peter or Paul, meaning to take money from one bill to pay another. They don't care about none of that. He told us he don't care what was our problem. It wasn't an epidemic when it was the war, when it came to crack. It was the war on crack. Crack that later on found out that the government flooded our streets with that. Yeah, Free Ray Ricky got let off of his charges because it found out that the drugs that was coming into the country that he was selling was used to film the war with the Contras in Nicaragua. But they don't want to talk about that because he didn't care about that in 1994. He wanted to lock us away and throw away the key. And he sat down with Bill Clinton, as he explained in other clips, and Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton had money and stocks in the paid for fucking profit prison system they had going on back then. They locked up the most people in human history, not United States history, human history. That means worldwide. Even to this day, this country has the most people incarcerated worldwide. And it should be rehabilitation. It shouldn't be that you go to jail and it's not fixing the problem. Yeah, sure, it's people out there. The people that's doing the graping and the people that's doing the unaliving and the deletions. Yeah, they should be locked away. You know what I mean? And they should be tucked away and maybe saving them away from society, protecting society from. But everybody else for drugs and crimes that's nonviolent, they should not be just thrown away. And you talk about they need to do 100% of the crime of their time. You breaking up families, you destroy families, but you striking near your degenerate crackhead son, you don't have no problem with protecting him. Let's finish listening to. What's up, A? You see, like I said, X is a tricky place. So before I play the next clip, let me. Wait, I'm up on the wrong joint. Let me hide that to get the next one loaded up. But he set a presidency, and I don't have Trump delusion, but I'm not a fanboy of him either. But you just as bad as him when you doing the same behaviors he doing, and then you knocking him for it. I wish I could play his son, bro. That boy is sitting there. He was making love. Yeah, I'm getting back to talking the real on here. But when I seen that video, and I mean, Hunter Biden is a dirty character. When they show the stuff that they try to suppress that's in that laptop, which we can imagine things they didn't let out to the public. Where he was messing, they said that Sleepy Joe gave him a pardon because that was his last remaining son. And guess what else they found in that laptop? That Hunter was messing with his deceased brother's wife and turned her out to drugs and got her strung out on it. But this is the person we giving it. And this is a multi-millionaire. All the stuff that he said in his 94 crime bill that he want to protect the families from. That's exactly what he let loose. And let's look at Charlemagne, because I refuse to call him the God because he's not no God. He's a simple man. But let's listen to his hypocrisy that he put out there. Oh, whoa. They're going to get me. That's Hunter Biden, and got a glimpse of him making love to his pipe. Hold on, let me see. Boom. Charlemagne the peasant. See, this is in 2020 before Charlemagne started. You know, you know what it is though with Charlemagne. Charlemagne was a Kamala. Let's say it correctly. Give her respect for her name. He was a Kamala supporter, but he do not like Joe Biden. So it's hard for him to stomach Joe Biden. I give him that. He's a Kamala supporter. He's not a Joe Biden supporter. So in this clip where he's holding him accountable, he's coming at him because, like I said, he's a Kamala supporter. Joe Biden, he could care less for. And Joe Biden, like, the only reason I feel, and this is just my opinions, and I hope, my opinions might offend some folks. The only reason why Trump got reelected or even got elected in the first place, because people just got tired. Even though he's so fucking outlandish, he was the opposite of the establishment. And that's the only reason I believe he got elected both times, because all they do, what we say when we feel somebody's lying or bullshitting us, we say they acting like a politician, and that's the problem with Joe Biden. He sat here, and we're gonna listen to him where he says all this stuff and act like he had nothing to do with it when he been pushing for legislation to lock up poor people because they try to get us to go against each other with that whole social construct of black and white. It's classism. A lot of that stuff is classism, and they use people prejudice and biases to push their agenda. But they don't give a damn about us. The rich keep getting rich, and the poor don't get a fucking thing, as they said in King of New York, Frank White. And that's exactly what it is, classism. They let us fight amongst each other at the bottom for the straps and hate each other and make us feel like we're better than somebody because we got 5 cents more than the other, while they sit up at top and laugh at us and these elitists and protect their own. And I'm telling you, Tricky Joe, Sleepy Joe at the wheel, he's a piece of work. And listen to him. You see, he's going to change his tune. Then we're going to prove back in the 80s, I'm going to play the video where he went off talking all that craziness about his crime bill. So let it play. Now look at that. He just sat there, looked Charlemagne in the face and said, it wasn't the crime bill, it was the mandatory minimums in the drug legislation law, and that I disagreed with that. But then they played him back from there from 91, and he called them out for back in 84. He won a decade to push that type of legislation to get poor folks to fuel the prison industrial system, the prison pipeline. Not only did they do it, and even when we're gonna play the clip where he talked about the crime bill, when they opposed him and said we don't even have enough places to lock people up, he said I will give more money to build more federal jails to lock us up. We could find that, but we can't find enough money to pay schools, to build new schools, to pay teachers a livable wage. Is people, a manager at Panda Express, a fast food restaurant, makes more than a teacher in some places. A teacher who's teaching our future, who's molding our students, who are making them into proper citizens to good citizens and people is getting paid like where I live at in Virginia, $14, $15 an hour. $14, $15 an hour. Let that sink in. The teacher is making less in some cases than the office manager. The lunch lady and the teacher's making the same amount of money. Let that sink in. The person that you entrust in with the education and well-being of your kid who's $100,000 or more in debt to get the degree to teach your kids is making a little above minimum wage. They doing volunteer work at that point. That's why every year we gotta send school supplies with the kids there. We gotta send hand sanitizer and napkins and paper and stuff, you know? So it is just utterly ridiculous that in America we got money to invest in a prison system, but we don't got money to invest in preventative programs, i.e., rehabs, i.e., let's just invest in our children. Let's invest in our children that they make the proper decisions, you know? Let's invest in that. Let's invest in building infrastructure for our company. Let's actually invest in putting us first, you know? Let's do that. Let's have like moral and ethical practices towards the American public. Let's stop trying to be the world police to everybody else when right here we got homeless people that we could spend more money to put up signs that say don't support panhandlers than to get them programs to get off the street that they not programmed. Like when I see most of the homeless people around my way, you could clearly look at them and tell they got mental health issues that they need to be getting some type of mental health like help. Like we need to be supporting our people and stuff. And it's a lot of situations that it could have been prevented. It's a lot of lives that could have been saved if we just had a little bit of humanity. You know? Like I said, I'm scared of X, so let me cut that off for a second while I pull up the next clip of Lion Joe back when he wasn't falling asleep. We can't even send him to Uganda. Oh yeah, and let's not forget he was the also that took away the Patriot Act, something that limited a lot of our privacy. Sleepy Joe was also the architect of that he's very proud of. You heard that? We are presenting the Patriot Act exactly how you wrote it in 1994. This boy was on a roll in 1994. We didn't even have the civil liberties that we have now, right? We don't have like the internet. We didn't have none of that stuff back in the 90s. Cause like I was telling me and one of my close friends was talking about it, and I was saying, hey, if we had the internet and we had the means to actually like know the information that we know now, a lot of these presidents would have never became presidents. A lot of these athletes and movie stuff, like the Diddy files and stuff that we everybody right now we blowing. If we had these resources back in the 90s when a lot of this stuff occurred, these people wouldn't be held at the pedestal that is. And we got to stop idolizing these false idols. But let's get back to hearing Sleepy Joe in his own words. let's. I really want to play his goddamn crime bill. I know I gotta say, but I gotta play the one that don't got his son up there getting high because I don't need YouTube to come at me. But remember, we heard him say, even if it's the size of a quarter, you should at least do 5 years. His son, dumbass, actually had a scale weighing out how much he had. He had over 2, 3 joints. No, 21. I thought it was 2, 3. He had 21 grams of Brax. Say Brax, that shouldn't offend the algorithm. Let's see. Let's play his Let's play his commercial where he was talking his nonsense before he realized his son. Like it's poetic justice to hear how like the same thing that you did that took away a lot of mothers, fathers, and everything else from their children. Because we'll talk about how these kids is out of wedlock and everything, but not talking about the legislation that took away the parents from. Yeah, hey, we gonna get into Jaguar right next. So we're gonna get in that topic with Jaguar right too. Hey, I'll probably do a whole show on her. But one thing I used to tell people, and when we was leading up to this election, I kept telling y'all I'm an independent. I don't believe in right wing, left wing, because they on the same bird. And if you listen to the stuff that he said in there, he's saying a lot of stuff that he claimed the devil or what they was calling him Fitler and all types of these dumbass things they was coming up about Trump, but they literally did us exactly how they said he's gonna do us. They said he's gonna get rid of elections. We had no primary to select Kamala. No primary whatsoever. They selected her and gave it to the public. They said that he's gonna pardon the January 6th folks and that he's gonna do whatever he want and get retribution against his enemies. And he pardoned his son. He literally politicized the DOJ. That's why he know they corrupt, because he helped with the corruption. Because I'm not saying Trump is innocent. I'm not saying guilty. I'm not saying he's a felon. Half my goddamn family's felons. Trump said that he felt they was using it because you ain't bring up charges on him until he became the Republican nominee. And even though a lot of Americans did not want him to become the nominee, he still went through the process and was selected. So enough majority picked him and that to do it. So we still, even when we don't like the outcome, gotta respect the democratic process, even though we're not a democratic country. We are a republic. We pledge allegiance to the flag and to the republic for which it stands. And a lot of people lose sight that we are a republic. But I digress with that on my high horse. But the Democratic Party has showed us they turned into elitists on the low, and they try to gaslight us for holding them accountable when they don't realize they work for the American public. We don't work for them. They don't deserve our vote. They're not entitled to our vote. They deserve to get our vote when they give the American people tangibles. And that don't go one way. If you're whatever your community is in your background, when you vote, your vote, no matter who you voting for, country A, well, let's say person A, person B, it should be that they support whatever you believe in that's going to benefit your community. And your community can be mixed, it can be black, it can be white, it can be whatever may have you. When you lay your head down at night, when you call up your friends, the people you love about, the people you tune into YouTube to watch, that's what I mean, your community, the people you love, they should be focused on helping your people. And I feel like all of us common folks shouldn't be a part of no political party. We shouldn't even be a part of that. When the election come up, we should be looking at it as this, right? Not the glass half full, not the glass half empty. They done forced us that we want to pick the less of two evils when they both evil. That's crazy. Yeah, we are forced to pick the less of two evil, and then they suppress the third party. They suppress the libertarian movement. They suppress the independent parties like the Jill Steins of the world and stuff. They will spend more money to suppress them and then gaslight us, say if you vote in third party, that's like you're voting for Trump. So what you mean? No people that could kinda been on the right wing side can hear independent or another candidate and say I align with that. They're like all of us are just that ignorant to facts that we could see something that's good for us and say, oh yeah, this candidate actually stand for us. And I look at it like Dipset 300, that if we all was to vote outside of the two mainstream parties, even if we lose, and we take a significant chunk away from their voting block, they have to listen to us. They have to put things in line that support us. But we got to start from the local grassroots. We got to start in our cities, in our towns, in our counties. We got to vote locally and change the stuff there. Like in my area, you don't hear nothing from these politicians, these city councilmen or nothing till it's time for election. Then it's signs everywhere. I even had the mayor of my little city pumping gas for people at BP when he was trying to get reelected. Was literally out there pumping gas down the street from my house when he was trying to get reelected. And I found that utterly ridiculous. But you ain't hear from him at all. And even that they politicized it, that he ruffled a lot of feathers, and him and the police chief was going at it, and he went on a low speed chase, and they had it on the news that he went on a low speed chase because the police, sheriffs, commissioner, whoever was trying to give him a ticket for an expired inspection sticker. What the hell is a low speed chase? Is it even a chase if it's one cop car following him? He told you to fuck off and he drove home super slow. That when they pulled the cameras back, he was going below the speed limit. This is just two childrens that's in adult roles acting like kids. But let's play the next video of Sleepy Joe lying to the American public. Let me cue it up. Oh, they removed a lot of these joints. I got a lot of good topics on here to go at. Oh man, and I ain't gonna lie, man. We gonna have to do another show, about goddamn. I don't know if you watched The View, but man, there's two of them on The View. I've been seeing clips that I can't stand. That Sunny chick, her fake ass, I can't stand her. And they put her out there where she be talking all this fake black shit and she ain't even black. And come to find out all her roots, she talk all her how she so Hispanic, and come to find out her family owned the slaves. Ain't that something? But she be on there spitting her fake ass high and mighty, which I know they giving her the stuff to say and put out. But you sold your soul to do that shit. Matter of fact, let's run that because I got that up there right now. That's what even brought it to my attention. Let's run that where we could see her wow herself on how she found out who she truly is. You know. Mm-hmm. You know what's so crazy? What's so crazy about her? How she said some people make their living off the backs of others. She literally still doing that right now in 2015, right? I mean 2015. I'm tripping. In 2024, going into 2025, because all she do is sit on the View and race bait. That's all she do is sit there and race bait and have fucking her delusional going on, and all she do is stare at the pot and gotta be the one to say some negative shit that instead of uniting us, she adding to the division and creating. Like I don't even want to say adding to the division, creating the division. You know, like me, I don't have black friends. I don't. I don't. Take that, chop it up, put it out there. Guess what else I don't have? I don't have white friends. Nope. Don't have them. I don't have Spanish friends. I don't have Asian friends. I just have friends. And my real close friends are no longer friends. They became family. Because I got friends that blood couldn't even make us any closer, that they're not even my friends no more. They're my family. You know what I mean? And don't get it twisted because I say I don't have this. I'm not one of them people that's going to lie and say I don't see colors. What I'm trying to say is I don't need to differentiate amongst who my friends are. I don't need to say, oh, I have like every racist that I ran into in my line of work being in the military, the first thing they say is, oh, I'm not racist. I have a black friend. I had one racist tell me, I'm not racist. My sister married a black guy. And I like how it was somebody else in the room that said, who your sister is smashing has nothing to do with if you're racist or not. That has nothing to do with your biases, you know? But like it'd be the craziness that you would hear out here these days that people say to cope to make themselves feel better. Like I tell somebody, you go feed the homeless once a year for Thanksgiving or around the holidays, you go out there and look out. You ain't a good person. You a motherfucker trying to help your conscience to feel better about yourself. You was a piece of shit. The other fucking what 300 and let's say 63 days out the year. You take 2 days out the year, maybe three on a leap year. To make your conscience feel better, that means you're a good person. No, you still a piece of shit. You just a piece of shit that gave out food for one day. You a piece of shit that hands some change to a panhandler. but you're still a piece of shit, you know? And Sunny Liston, that's all she do is go out there and race bait, spew hate, and just round up. I'm gonna do a whole show on her bullshit, man. And the view is the gift that keep on giving. And Whippy, I don't know, man. Whippy, I am one of the people that I can never say I was a fan since I was a little kid of Whoopi Goldberg. Never was a fan. I can't trust her. She ain't got no fucking eyebrows. She ain't never have eyebrows. And I know y'all probably like, whoa, you looking at. Have you ever seen eyebrows on her? Since she was telling, and Whoopi Goldberg been selling women out since The Color Purple, man. She told Hoppo to beat Oprah. But we can't trust them, man. They feed us the narrative they want us to believe. And that's why they want to get rid of TikTok. That's why they want to censor us on YouTube. They want to censor us on a lot of these platforms. That's why a lot of people run the Rumble, but it's hard to get advertisement over there because they give people the real freedom of speech to exercise their First Amendment over there. And they say it's a lot of right wingers when all of us that's independent, there's a lot of independents over there because that's what it actually helped me hone into the independent movement. But we could all go over there and use that as a tool to like get our message out and to fellowship with each other. Yeah. Word. I'm telling you, she ain't got no eyebrow. I noticed that a couple of years ago. And then she be out there race baiting too, right? And she's such a fucking hypocrite because her ex-husband is white. And there's nothing wrong with that. But don't sit there and tell black men better do this, this, and that, and your husband's white. Like you can live in harmony while the rest of us can't. And you and I mean you don't got no shame. She don't even try to draw no eyebrows on. That's the part that killed me. Like we never know when she's surprised because we can never know when she go, huh? Because she got no eyebrows. We gotta look at her eyeballs to focus. Like, oh, she's excited. You know, that's why when she played them slave movies and shit, she looked so good at it because she be like, no fucking eyebrows. But I'm telling you, she can't be trusted when she said, I work hard every day and all this and that. You get $5 million a year to be on The View. Cut it out. Cut it out. You do not understand my pain of paying mortgage, vice your pain when you, come on now. These cats be killing me. These cats are killing me. But hold on. Let's cue up the next one. I'm gonna take y'all to church tonight. Oh yeah, I had to. That's another thing that killed me when they talk about. I was looking up stuff for this documentary series that I was making, and I ran into some joint where they was talking about the first kill. Never forget they executed the innocent George Skinny at age 14 in 1944. And he remains the youngest person to ever be executed in the United States. That shit is sad. 14-year-old child, a baby, and they executed him. I might go into that and deep dive and put that on. I'm trying to think, do I ain't got anymore? My 94. Oh man, and I gotta get into that joint too, man. Another joint with an old girl ran into a chick, a video when I was researching one thing, and she was talking about it's not her responsibility to disclose that she got the house in Virginia. If you know what a house in Virginia is, put it in the chat. Yeah, these celebrities be crying about like I remember when Tyrese was crying about his money, talking about his Starbucks and some bullshit like, motherfucker, we got real problems out here, and you crying about yo luxuries, you know? You crying about your luxuries, and we got real problems out here, man. Like I ain't gonna lie, 2020 I won't say it was the most hardest year of my life because I won't give power to negativity, but it was the most challenging time of my life when I had somebody in my family was dying like every 2 weeks. Some weeks I had two or three people dying. So that was like the most challenging time for me and my family. Like by 2021 when somebody died, I was fucking mentally exhausted that I couldn't even go to no more funerals. Like I literally couldn't go. And then like towards the end when I did go, I couldn't even like look at a casket. I purposely came after I knew that casket was closed and I couldn't see them literally go away. Like it was crazy. Crazy. Let's get into the view. Let's get in these crazy ladies. I love them. Like I said, they the gift that just keep on giving. And I found a video about with Trump that'll surprise a lot of people too. We get into that afterwards because I'm more of a. So it's like I'm in training this week. Thank you, A. You know what I mean? I'm in training this week, and I know we had a scenario. I'm in a leadership course, and I realize like maybe it's the Virgo in me that I be a critical thinker and I try to break things down and shit. And I ain't gonna lie, like I'll be right all the time. But I was telling them like if we taking this course, everything means something. Like every word, everything meaning. And it was a scenario where it was talking about perception, and I told them I don't believe perception is reality because it's a lot of people that fake it till they make it. And just because I perceive you as being something, that don't make you better than anything. Because it's a lot of people we think they so great, and then when we peel back the onion, they really a piece of work. Like they could be the best work at work, and then they go home and beat on their kids and beat on their family and stuff. But on the outside, they got this perception that they're a good person when they're really a piece of shit. But let's listen to her because she say some shit when she say they gave him this and they gave him that. No, people voted for that. Like if things would have went the way she want, we would respect the democratic process. So let's respect the democratic process, whether it went your way or not. I mean, my candidate, I think got like 1,800 votes. But let's go. Now listen to this, right? Why the hell would we think he not be serious? And Obama has deported the most in recent years, last 20 years. Obama has deported the most people. And let's keep it real. He did not say I'm going to kick in houses and deport regular citizens. And these people acting like they say a lot of racist shit trying to act like they're not racist, like who's gonna clean our house, who's gonna cut our grass. Like you think that our first off, it's not just Hispanics that's illegal immigrants in America. We got to get past that. Before the migrant influx, the most illegal aliens in America was from Canada that had expired from I said Canadian from Canada that had expired visas. You know what I mean? So they killing us with trying to take our eyes off of what's going on when we could do our own research. But yeah, he said he's going to deport that. If you ask people why they voted for him, they said because of the migrant crisis and the gangs that done came over here from fucking Venezuela and stuff that's out there doing the tragedies to people. So you can't get mad because he's going down on and buckling down for what the people that voted for him asked for. And that's what I say, words matter, because she up there trying to convince us the narrative that, and if I'm not mistaken, the same dude that's the border czar that Trump is appointing is the same dude that Obama had appointed over it. So she trying to fear monger us into thinking that this is that. They not even in office. And if we don't know nothing else about fucking Donald J. Trump, he has no fucking problem firing somebody. He still think he's on his goddamn reality show The Apprentice. So we know he don't have no goddamn problem firing a motherfucker if he feel they not doing the what the hell he expected them to do. So listen to me, right? She says some real stuff. And when I say real stuff, she answered her own question with her fucking hypocrisy because she said, America, this is what you voted for, what you gonna find out. Like I always break it down, if we just break down simple mathematics, it is over 330 million Caucasian white Americans, whatever the politically correct way to say it, right? So any other demographic will not be the majority. That's just reality of America. So if it won't be people's our webbers and grandmothers, and it will be because everybody's somebody's family, but you're not realizing we have a legal process of you becoming a citizen or coming to this country. Guess who else has that? Canada, France, Africa, any African country, um, Asian country, anywhere around has a process for immigration. Why are we acting like this is an American thing? When I was in Italy, I used to, where my hotel was at, I think I was there for a week. When my hotel was at, immigration was maybe a couple of blocks away. And I used to like to go walk around. Like I like Naples because Naples remind me of New York. And I'm not saying it's New York, but it remind me it's a city. It has it was like a metropolitan area, so I can walk places. Nothing's like New York, don't get me wrong, through and through. But it was a close, like France reminds me of New York because I could get stuff any time of night. And I was walking past, but like, damn, it's a long ass line outside this building all the time. This shit was going around the block, and I seen Africans and um Filipinos and other type of Asian ethnic groups. And when I found out what the building was, it was immigration. So let's not act like America is the only place that has this is not a unique problem or a unique issue. You might have you. So that's when they try to fear among us into thinking that this is like, oh, we're gonna kick out all this and that bullshit, man. They want to come in the country, whoever you are. It's a privilege to be an American, as we can see, obviously, or nobody will be fighting to come here and running in here. So just do it the correct way. You know what I mean? And nobody wants to get rid of your grandma and your nanny and all that. But if she came in here illegally, she knew it was a chance of this happening. You know, like somebody else don't have to be your moral compass. She can have her own moral compass. And as long as she been here that long, that laid family roots in, she could have applied and somebody could apply to get them in here. I come from a family that has immigrants that migrated over here. Some legal, some illegal. I'm not gonna act like everybody came in here legally, but then they went and got their shit. And I have family members that been deported. I have family members that been deported back to Jamaica and shit, you know? But, but the view is definitely a hindrance to us. And I don't think they're gonna last long. It's been rumors that they was gonna cancel the show. I didn't even know they had a newspaper. So look, I'm not here trying to say y'all into supporters of any type of political party. I think we need to start over. But I want to show the hypocrisy that both sides is lying to us. You get what I'm saying? Because we are clearly seeing, and the date is on there on when this man is denying white supremacy and other things, and they will still sit there and lie to us like we're not intelligent enough to believe what we see. You know, I know they say believe half of what you see and nothing of what you hear, but they definitely taking that shit to the extreme. And then they sit and lie and play in our face. And I forgot all about Antifa. Shout outs to the Daily Wire. Let's see. Like I said, I gotta be cautious because like I said, X is a hell of a platform. Elon Musk let motherfuckers do whatever they want on X. Oh yeah, that's crazy too, man. Like this cult like behavior that they were showing after the election where they was telling women to go shave their heads and leave their husbands and stuff. Like that was wild to me. That was wild. Hmm. Oh yeah, I ain't even know that shit. Let me play this with. It was women saying that they was poisoning they significant others because of how the election turned out. If that shit's not sick, I don't know what it is, because that's disgusting. That's nasty work. That's nasty work. You poison. I think I want to put some background behind me. Let me see something real quick. Shout out to everybody out here. Hey, you always my superstar. You always my hero out here. But let me change my background. That ain't what I want. Boom. Let me put a little brick wall back there. Bam. I like. Boom. Boom. I like that. Let me put my brick wall. Let's hear this hypocrisy that I know gonna get me copyright claim, but hopefully it's quick enough. But read this. That shit crazy. Mm-hmm. That's crazy, man. Like we show how many people lost their minds over this bullshit that Neither parties give two fucks about us. Neither one. Don't even let them confuse you that they do. Neither one cares about us. You know, neither one. But let's play this one. So one thing I will say I disagree with. I don't have a problem with a woman in a leadership role. Some of the best leaders or the best leaders that I ever worked for was women. So I disagree with that. I believe women are fully capable of holding a leadership position in this country. You know what I mean? It's just it don't matter what your gender is to be fucking crazy. It's crazy, god doggone men. It's crazy, irrational women. It's crazy, irrational, whatever you are in between, in the mean, you know? So I don't think gender play a role in crazy. I think it's just people crazy. That's fact. That's a fact. Stupid. That's a fact. Like that doctor who came on the Cam Newton show. She came on there and said a whole bunch of bullshit ass word salad and ain't never been married, can't keep a man, can't keep a relationship to save her life, but she's sitting there talking about everybody else relationship. Oh shit, she beat me to it. We do. I I agree. I agree with her on that. I remember I had a girl that I was dating back. I wouldn't even say dating back in the days. A girl that I interacted with, and I didn't want nothing to do with her. And no matter what I did to try to get her to dislike me or to leave me alone, she still just couldn't and like stop wanting to be around. Like she liked it, and then another female told me, she said, "You don't understand that attention is attention. You know, attention is attention is attention. So you trying to like deteriorate her or like you trying to be nice to her to get her to like kill her with kindness, she like it. If you be mean to her, she like it because in her eyes, attention is attention. That you have some level of care. That's why you dealing with her. So she right about that. Like it's some people that accept that they're not getting attention from people, so they do outlandish stuff to get it, and they don't care how negative the feedback is as long as they're getting attention. I, my opinion, man. If you got to do that, run. Run. Get far away. Do not set yourself up and trick yourself out of position. If you gotta put your hands on her, you gotta beat on her, you gotta just run. Get away from that situation. It ain't worth it, and you will thank me later. Please, I'm telling you, it is not worth it. Whether you in the right or not, it is easy. It is easy, yeah, to just not deal with it. You know, that's the best you can do is just not deal with it, because dealing with that shit, you will set yourself up for failure every time. So if I was you, run, run. Hey yo, I'm mad. I think I'm playing these clips. Y'all ain't tell me no sound was coming out. I'm trying to go back. Let me. Hold on, I was playing that joint and no sound was coming out. Now I gotta figure out where the hell the sound was at. We gotta start all over. See, y'all let me down, chat. Y'all let me down. Y'all let me down, chat. Let me figure out how to get the sound to play. I can hear the sound through my headphones. Why the hell? Let me see something. Boom, bam. Let's start. And call to end their relationship. But the thing is the reason why they always so emotional, so y'all can't never catch anything. Emotional creatures. I'm weird putting the damn headphones up to that shit. I'm trying to. Anyway, trying to fix the sound. Y'all letting women that are undesirable, ain't married the first, and don't even have a relationship with men anyway, to tell you to leave your husband and to leave your relationship when they don't even have one of their own to leave. Why would you listen to somebody like that? That's like listening to a marriage counselor. Alright, I gotta figure out this sound joint. Because I usually have all my videos and what I want to do downloaded, and then I can play it. But I ain't got it. I'm trying to. I'm gonna hit refresh. Maybe that. Boy, Diddy, you gotta say no to the Diddy parties. Celebrity knew about Jay Z and Diddy parties where people was being great blackmailing. I don't believe that shit. I'm not saying they innocent, but I just feel like some of this shit is just a money play. Yeah, some of this shit is just a money play. Oh shit, that shit got. You gotta say no to the Diddy parties. Let me get this joint to work right. God, I looked over to the side because I ain't want that shit to show up on it. Mm, I'm bugging out. Now I figured it out. Mm-mm-mm. This dude is crazy. Y'all can't hear it, but I'm trying to. I'm listening to Bite and Lie. I ain't got the. Hmm.
One and 3 years. They ended up becoming much lower. Black folks went to jail a lot less than they would have before, but it was a mistake.
You're gonna listen to his lie about that shit too in a second, even though I didn't get the last shit to pop up. Oh, you was able to hear that shit that time. Let me just get it right on here, but Sleepy Joe lying in. How did I get that shit to go? Dealing with this software shit is trying to get it on its vertical view. But yeah, Sleepy Joe been lying. All these politicians lie to us, man. I don't. We gotta stop acting like these motherfuckers is some type of moral compass. They ain't got no morals, none whatsoever. Yeah, they ain't got no damn moral compass. Look at y'all. Y'all watching me fly the plane and build it at the same time. Boom. Boom. Look at me finally getting it right. Now we back in business. Oh, you back? Your phone died? I'm saying, listen to it. I think it wasn't even playing the sound before.
Well, first of all, things have changed drastically. That crime bill went and voted. The Black Caucus voted for it. Every black mayor supported it across the board. And it didn't. The crime bill itself did not have mandatory sentences except for two things. What it had 3 strikes and you're out, which I voted against in the crime bill. But it had a lot of other things in it that turned out to be both bad and good. I wrote the Violence Against Women Act. That was part of it. The assault weapons ban and other things that were good. What I was against was giving states more money for prison systems that they could build, state prison systems. And you have 93 out of every 100 people in jail now is in a state prison, not in a federal prison, because they built more prisons. I also wrote into that bill a thing called drug courts. I don't believe anybody should be going to jail for drug use. They should be going into mandatory rehabilitation. We should be building rehab centers to have these people housed. We should wipe out, we should decriminalize marijuana, wipe out the record so you can actually say in honesty, you ever been arrested for anything? You can say no, because we're going to pass a law saying there is no background that you have to reveal relative to the use of marijuana. And so there's a lot of things, but in addition to that, we got to change the system. I joined with a group of people in the House to provide for changing the system from punishment to rehabilitation. Along with a guy named Arlen Specter, who you may remember, I wrote the Second Chance Act.
But in the meantime, an awful lot of people were...
Like, I could believe he could have a change of heart, because that over time you grow and you see the world different. So it's just funny that the laws he put in place is the same laws that locked his son up.
Jailed for minor drug crimes after the
exactly right.
Was it a mistake to support it?
Yes, it was. But here's where the mistake came. The mistake came in terms of what the states did locally. What we did federally, we said it was, and you remember, George, it was all about the same time for the same crime. What I had done as chairman of the Judiciary Committee, took the 10 circuit courts of appeals, took some really brilliant lawyers working for me in judiciary. We did a study. And we determined what happens if, for the first, second, third offense, for any crime in the criminal justice system, at the federal level, if you're a black man, it's the first time you committed robbery. How long would you go to jail on average? If you're a white man, how long? Black man would go to jail on average 13 years. White man, 2 years. I go down the list of every single crime. So we set up a sentencing commission. We didn't set the time. Every single solitary maximum was reduced in there. But what happened was it became the same time for the same crime. So it said you have to serve between 1 and 3 years. They ended up becoming much lower. Black folks went to jail a lot less than they would have before, but it was a mistake.
I'm back. Had to take a bathroom break, you know. But I'm back. I'm about to call it a night. I act like I ain't got work and school in the morning. Let's see some more from my PROTUS.
In their city to do, try to see if they found out that this midnight basketball isn't getting them together, a bunch of jive folks living in their city to do, try to see if they can be Michael Jordan. When they found out, they were keeping schools open, so gangs come off streets instead of out raping my mother, marauding me, robbing the local store. They're in a gymnasium, and my daughter will be safer. My wife will be safer, my mother will be safer, and I will be safer. And I will be happy. Found out that this midnight basketball isn't getting them together, a bunch of jive folks living in their city to do, try to see if they can be Michael Jordan. When they found out, they were keeping schools open, so gangs come off streets instead of out raping my mother, marauding me, robbing the local store. They're in a gymnasium, and my daughter will be safer, my wife will be safer, my mother will be safer, and I will be safer. And I will be happy. Found out that this midnight basketball isn't getting them together, a bunch of jive folks living in their city to do, try to see if they can be Michael Jordan. When they found out, they were keeping schools open, so gangs come off streets instead of out raping my mother, marauding.
I'm about to sleep good. I ain't realize it's the weekend. What's today? Wednesday? Going into Thursday? I forgot payday fall on a weekend, so we get paid early. About to sleep good, man. I was going to pack a lunch. I guess I could buy a cheeseburger now. I was going to pack a lunch, but I ain't got to pack a lunch now. Direct deposit just hit, you know? Direct deposit here, you know, I could go act a fool, man. Hit that, double tap that stream for payday. Let me see how much they said I got paid. I'm saying. That's the one thing about being working for the government. You get salary, so it's the same. He sent me some shit, had me thinking that we was I got some YouTube gotta get their fucking shit. I gotta get my screen fixed on my phone. I done dropped my phone. That's for phone up and shit. Let me take this orca, like I said, man. Now that I got the sound fucking good, we could go into see I can
Beat up my wife, they must off the street.
Some shit I can't even play because, like I said, David's going too hard showing them pictures off of Biden laptop. I'll say that for another day. Yeah, I'm glad you caught up too. I'm glad you did catch up. I'm gonna start coming back on more. You know, I've been trying to build up that next channel, but I'm gonna allot time to this channel where I come on here. At least, you know, I'm gonna hold myself to at least 4 days a week to start. But I'm gonna do like I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna do long form videos and shit. So I'm gonna hold up my end of the bargain with that, you know. Let me see, I had a couple of it. I don't know, was y'all able to hear the sound with Charlamagne? Fuck it, I could just play this shit again, just to do the do, you know. Hold on.
I got.
But yeah, like I was saying earlier with Charlemagne, a lot of people thinking that they look at it as, oh, he's going against the Democrats when he be saying certain things. They don't understand. He's a Kamala supporter. He's not a Joe Biden supporter.
Gotta
He
ask
do
you though,
not like Joe Biden.
why so much resistance
This is from
on admitting the
2020.
crime bill and other legislation you are a part of was damaging to the black community? Because we had Hillary on a few years ago, and Miss Clinton said that the crime bill we made a lot of mistakes with that, and she wanted to atone for that by becoming the next president. Like,
She was wrong. What happened was it wasn't the crime bill. It was the drug legislation. It was the institution of mandatory minimums, which I oppose. Mandatory, I oppose the ban.
I thought you was a part of that in '84 as well. The Comprehensive Crime Control Act that established mandatory minimum sentences for drug offenses.
No. What happened was what you're confusing is what happened was the Black Caucus came to me and said, "Look, I did this study when I was chairman of the Judiciary Committee. We looked at every district of the."
If you have a piece of crack cocaine, no bigger than this quarter that I'm holding in my hand, $1/4 of $1. We passed a law through the leadership of Senator Thurmond and myself and others, a law that says if you're caught with that, you go to jail for 5 years. You get no probation. You get nothing other than 5 years in jail. Judge doesn't have a choice. Now,
it was the institution of mandatory minimums, which I oppose.
They have got to keep every prisoner in jail like we do federally 85% of the time for which they're sentenced. Right now, they're only kept in jail in the states on average 41% of the time. I like the idea they keep in jail longer. I'm the guy that wrote the bill requiring federal judges to keep people in jail 100% of the time for which they're sentenced, and the notable exceptions only 85%. So I'm all for tougher enforcement.
After he sat there, I was against the mandatory minimums. Like, he ain't think these videos is resurfaced from 30 years ago. He ain't think that. Gotcha, Joe. Gotcha, Joe. Let's see. I really wish I could play the videos of what you call it, of him of his son, man, because that dude is a degenerate, man. The way he was puffing on that pipe and wilding, he's a straight up degenerate, man. He wasn't even like, okay, he got high. That dude was doing 100. They got him, which he videotaped himself. He got caught because he videotaped himself. Driving down in Vegas doing like 170 something in his Porsche. That's why I'm like, man, you can't be doing it. I noticed everybody got quiet on that the trophy wife hut incident. You know, we could shy away from politics for a little while. I don't know if y'all heard about the trophy wife, where she had a YouTube channel teaching women on how to get rich husbands and men that take care of them. And then he filed for divorce, and she accused him of doing unimaginable things to the kids, and put a GoFundMe out there, everybody leave, and then, you know, when you in the public eye, the internet will break you down, and then people start bringing up the actual court cases and stuff where she was arrested and not him, and none of this shit, and how it was fabricated and stuff. But I noticed with the internet, people be in a outrage for about a week or two at a time, and then on to the next thing, which is crazy. It's crazy too that whoever got the it really be like a victim Olympics. Whoever can like put on a little act to make it seem like one way, everybody will run with them on some popularity contest, you know? And everybody will run with it like, oh, I feel like this and that. But, you know, you don't know who telling you the truth or not. And then some of that shit, you know, they full of shit. It's crazy. And I don't know anybody like any of y'all. I was wondering. I was looking at Elon Musk. Is it me or don't he look like? I don't know if you've seen that movie with what's the name of that guy? The dudes from the Wayans brothers, white chicks, when they would dress up as the white girls and they had their face over it and it looked super fake. Like, how would anybody believe these people like would leaving like anybody would look like this? Don't Elon Musk look like that? Like he's a fake person, like somebody's putting powder on him and they like he's made up, or is it just me? Maybe it's just me. Still look crazy, man. I might do a whole show on that. Comfort zone is the enemy. Oh yeah, let's talk about this. Let me see. Do I got? Let me see. Which I didn't know this was a thing that people can think that it's cool to have a house in Virginia and they just feel it's okay that you don't disclose that. So I'm gonna show you that video.
I'm HIV positive, right? And
when I looked that case up, I found so many other people that was doing that was just wild to me. Let me see. Let's pull that up.
Positive, right? And this is just a PSA to those that are not HIV positive. Disclosure is my choice. When I disclose and how I disclose and who I disclose to is up to me. I find it so crazy how people are telling me that I need to disclose before I go on a date, that I need to disclose before I kiss somebody. This is the craziest one. Before I even tell them my name. It's not happening. I don't think that it's my...
So I don't think she need to put out her medical history before she put out her name. But if you're going to do, especially because believe it or not, in this day and age, it's a lot of people that's ignorant to the facts of having a house in Virginia. A lot of people don't know is everything that's going on. We do know people are living longer that practicing safe practices and stuff. But I realize one thing, these young kids don't give two fucks about taking care of themselves and their bodies or anything, and that's why we still spreading this around, But for her to feel like, and I understand, I can't say I understand because I can't put myself in her shoes not being in that predicament, but I can emphasize with her that that's a heavy burden to carry. But once you're going to exchange bodily fluids, you need to disclose yourself and let people know and give them the choice. Because nowadays, these young motherfuckers don't give a fuck that shit ain't going to stop them anyway, But let's hear her out.
My responsibility to tell someone that I'm HIV positive if they...
All right, I didn't mean to cut it off that fast. It is absolutely her responsibility to disclose that. Like the person who passed that to you, but we don't know if she was born with it or not, but let's just say the other case scenario that was transmitted to her, she should give people that choice to make, Give people that choice. Because I'm going to play another video with somebody who had a choice and the decision they made.
They are treating me as if I'm not. Your health is your responsibility. Adopt the mindset of medical practitioners. Assume that everyone has something until they prove to you that they do not. Why are you kissing a stranger or trying to kiss a stranger that you just met? Why are you trying to have intercourse with someone raw that you just met? You don't know me from a hole in a wall. Why are you trying to put your thing inside of me without any kind of protection? Why do I have to be the one to...
She's bitter, which, like I said, I can have sympathy for her to a certain extent, but then you're reckless at the same time because your behavior or somebody else reckless behavior puts you in this predicament, and you learning how to live with it and cope with it. It don't make it right for you to abuse other people and force your identity because you saying why should you be the one responsible for their healthy choices because you are the one that can affect them. And if I'm not mistaken, that's a crime now. for you to pass that on, you knowingly know you got it and you pass it on to the next person, that's a crime.
To say, hey, chill out, I'm HIV positive, instead of you asking, taking the time to know me, get to know me, let's go get tested together if you want to take the next step. Why do I have to be the one protecting you from yourself? No, baby, that is not my responsibility. And I just wanted to make that clear. Okay, love you, bye. I'm HIV positive.
I ain't gonna lie, she's a piece of shit, because it is your responsibility to protect him from you, not from himself. You are the infection. That's like a goddamn fire or some shit, and you say, the fire say, I'm not supposed to protect you. Like, you are a human being. None of that bullshit. And if you passing on the hib, you need to be transparent. Like, if you got enough heart to come on this goddamn camera and put on social media and anything else what's going on, then you should have that same heart and boldness to tell somebody that you're positive. And that's the problem. Like, I got another one where dude confronted his own. Let me see something. I don't know if I'm gonna play that one. Let me click. My ex is kind of reckless, man. He confront his girlfriend about. I feel this is one that.
Have you ever seen a man who's HIV negative and a woman is HIV positive and fall in love and have a baby? Hi, my name is. Have you ever seen?
I was there reading the caption. I didn't realize they said that shit. You gotta be slow. At the end of the day, he said he gotta be slow, making sure he never leave her, because now everybody see this video. Yo, the internet is undefeated, man. But I'm gonna leave the caption on there when we play this one and watch it. With the internet is undefeated, man. It's no like you can't beat the internet. Look at this. This is somebody who had the choice and knew what was going on.
Have you ever seen a man who's HIV negative and a woman is HIV positive and fall in love and have a baby? Hi, my name is Brenda J. I am HIV positive. My husband is HIV negative. Come celebrate with me for my husband's birthday. So my husband just turned 30 years old. I met my husband when he was 23. I was 21 years old. He accepted me not only being HIV positive, but he also accepted my 2 children that I had before him. I was pregnant with one and I had one that was getting ready to turn 1. I wanted my husband to feel special, so I did something that I knew for a fact that he wanted to do over the years. So I decided to take my husband to the Texas Roadhouse and we had an amazing time. We had a really, really good.
All right, man. It was all types of goddamn red flags in that. I ain't watched that before. But you heard what she said? Not only did she have the house in Virginia, but she said she already had a kid and was pregnant with a kid when he met her. So she was 21 with the PPP. It's like the P, what they say, PPP low. He ain't give a fuck about his life, and he was hard up. He was desperate as hell that I'm gonna mess with a girl that's pregnant. Like, I wouldn't care if she already had a kid or not. Just her being pregnant is a special low. Like you a low life even messing with a pregnant chick. You ain't even give her a chance to give birth, heal up, anything, readjust to her new life of having a kid. Then she had the monster and another kid. So, like, God gave you all the signs not to fuck with her, and you fuck with her. So whatever happened to it happened. Then all you got out of it was a trip to Texas Roadhouse. Come on, man.
I wanted my husband to feel special. He was 21 years old.
Let's hear that shit
Have you
back.
ever seen a man who's HIV negative and a woman is HIV positive and fall in love and have a baby? Hi, my name is Brenda J. I am HIV positive. My husband is HIV negative. Come celebrate with me for my husband's birthday. So my husband just turned 30 years old. I met my husband when he was 23. I was 21 years old. He accepted me not only being HIV positive, but he also accepted my 2 children that I had before him. I was pregnant with one and I had one that was getting ready to turn 1. I wanted my husband to feel special, so I did something that I knew for a fact that he wanted to do over the years. So I decided to take my husband to the Texas Roadhouse and we had an amazing time. We had a really good family time. We laughed. I even embarrassed my husband doing the birthday holiday thing because, you know, he didn't know nothing about it. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all so much for supporting us, and I will do a story time of having my husband.
That Rubens is looking sickly and skinny is out the motherfucking window. She fat as shit, man.
Positive and fall in love and have a baby.
Lord forgive me, bro. I don't know when he see her, like everything about her, like Lord forgive me. Let me prerequisite that. But this motherfucker got Texas Roadhouse out of it and fucking belly fat, like fucking. Yo, he got that shit, like, allegedly. This is just my feeling. He got something that he just, this shit is on. And then you in this fucking video looking stupid. Like, the dude said, he gotta be slow. She making sure he'll never leave her because now everybody see this video. She protect her investment putting this video out for Texas Roadhouse. I got Texas Roadhouse down the street from me. That bitch is Applebee's. Like, that shit ain't nothing special. Yo, she, like, we gonna call her fat. We gonna call her healthy as hell. Look at that shit. Look, I like when she bend down, like, pull, like, out, like, look at that. Look, he ain't even, look, let's look at this part. He didn't even want to kiss her.
We laugh.
Look how he kissed her, man.
Family time. We laugh.
He wasn't trying to flop. No, look, she got her eyes closed. His eyes wide open. His eyes is wide open. Do you accept me being House of Virginia positive? Yes or no? Look how he kissed her, bro. Look how he kissed her. He had Texas Roadhouse looking like a big doofus.
Time. We laugh. I even embarrassed my husband doing the birthday.
But look at this shit, bro. She healthy as shit. All the shit they show us on TV of somebody having a House of Virginia, we think they sickly and all that shit. She ain't got to worry about dying from no motherfucking HIV. She got to worry about heart disease. Look at that drink. Look at that. Like, look at that. Her body look like it's in layers like lava going down. Lord forgive me, man. Lord forgive me, bro. She got the lava plant and she good. Do you accept? Yo, the internet is vicious, man. People do anything for attention.
Doing the birthday holiday thing because, you know, he didn't know nothing about it. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all so much for
and now it's supposed to have been a surprise. You took him to Texas Roadhouse.
Supporting us, and I will do a story time on how
who's holding the camera?
Bye, y'all.
That'd be my question with a lot of shit that we see going on. Who's holding the camera? Yeah, you really think I believe you? Like you just got a reality show your real life? I ain't lie. The next video, I had to like I felt bad for this lady, cause she like I said, this is the problem when they say you don't have to disclose nothing. Like that's just your business. When it's y'all business once you start doing a grown up, ain't just his. It ain't somebody else saving you from. It's y'all business, you know? That's just the mature way, man. He can't think she fine, eh? We gotta keep it real.
They gonna cover it up with me. I'm through covering this shit. They gonna cover.
Yo, she can't think that. But let's hear this girl. But she can't think he the one that ain't fine. Something wrong with him. He raggedy, but damn,
cover it up with me. I'm through covering this shit up. I'm through covering shit up.
Another dummy.
Y'all want the storyline? Y'all got it. Y'all want a storyline? Y'all got it. And I'm finna give it to y'all firsthand out the rat's mouth itself. I don't know how to express it. I don't know how to say it. I done told my family. I done told certain people. March 2024, I became HIV positive. The first person I called was Gerald motherfucking Johnson, a.k.a. Lil Jerry. That was the last person I was with, y'all. I told this man to reach out to whoever the fuck he know to go to the doctor. Tell me why him and his mammy been knew this shit. When Lil Jerry was around her.
Oh, she from the South. She said mammy. Him and his mammy. I ain't hear somebody say mammy in a good 7-8 years, man. They had to be around my mama age in their 60s.
Losing. This was 2022. When I seen my nigga deteriorate, when I seen my nigga body weight go down motherfucking hill, when I heard all the speculations with who he been with, what he been doing, I was still right there. Me, the bitch that know how to ride and die and look like a damn fool. The bitch that know how to ride and die and look like a damn motherfucking fool like I'm looking now. I'm through covering up for people. I'm through hiding shit. I asked that nigga laying in that motherfucking hospital bed, sick. Did you have anything to tell me, bro? That was 2022.
He on his deathbed. You still asking question? He on his deathbed.
Whole time you HIV positive, fool. The whole motherfucking time you out here HIV positive. I ain't know and found out until this year of March. This year of March. Motherfucker to help me. I called out that little mama hoe, and I called out Polly Crawford. I called out even my niggas. I called out Walter, niggas that I know I was rubbers with. If y'all want the whole 9, y'all, I'm finna give y'all the whole.
Bro, the crazy shit is people will jump on here, and that's how she look when, like, she fix herself up. So I hate seeing some people with this blonde wigs and all that shit, but this shit is sad, bro. These are babies. These are babies, bro. These are babies. I ain't stereotyping, but he don't look safe. He don't look safe, bro. I don't like his hat. I guess I am stereotyping a little bit. He don't look safe. He looks suspect. That's crazy, man. God bless her. She said on his deathbed, he still was lying. I ain't gonna lie. Some men, we'll take that shit to our grave. I mean, he literally took that shit to heart. Like, I'm gonna literally take this shit to my grave. But that's straight up. Like, the only way to destroy that is that shit's fucked up, bro. That shit is fucked up. That's as bad as that chick's stomach in that last video. Like, I don't know where her breasticles and her belly, that joint look like lava going down, bro. And she took this motherfucker to. I'm upset that she took him to goddamn Texas Roadhouse, bro. After he done, like, I mean, you messing with a pregnant chick, you deserve to get what the hell you get, though. But you don't deserve a house in Virginia. You know, I ain't offering you no death sentence, but that's crazy, man.
In court, they've given him immunity.
Yeah, that's just crazy. That's just crazy. That Texas Roadhouse took me out, bro. And he did, like, he gotta be slow, like that guy said. Like, he gotta be slow because he didn't even look like he wanted to be there, bro. And he just on there like, I'm going through this shit. I don't know if y'all heard of the 4B movement, but these chicks that's up there talking about they not having intercourse with men until the next president come in, I don't think it's too many dudes. Like, I would love to be a barber right now, because if you're going to shave your head and you go to the barbershop, I think that's the dumbest shit ever. You can just shave that shit yourself. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't know who told them that a dude. I mean, I guess that I don't know why they cut their heads, but I guess I heard they think that makes them unattractive. It's some girls that like if they got pretty faces, it don't matter if they got hair or not. Like, I just think people just be wanting to be a part of anything, bro. They just be wanting to be a part of anything, so they just do the dumbest shit, This shit look crazy though. I ain't showing this video, but it's just crazy to me that they sit here shaving their goddamn heads. One chick said she boycotting men, but got a man shaving her head. That's wild. That's an oxymoron, bro. That's like messing with a chick with 2 kids and have AIDS to go to fucking Texas Roadhouse, man. Imagine what he'd do to go to like a real restaurant, like Ruth Chris. Imagine if she was cute. If she was cute, he'd have went all out. She'd have went all out if he was cute. He was cute, he would have gave all out. That's crazy though.
States would grant police more power than what he has as a sitting president. Does it make sense?
I can only go.
Police would get full immunity.
I can only go off of what he said.
He said at the NABJ conference that you just asked me about, Michaela is telling this is. In what world do you genuinely believe that the president of the United States? In what world?
I ain't gonna lie though. He take her to McDonald's, he might wild out on her and them kids, man. But she said I surprised him. I've been wanting to do something nice for a long time. I thought she was gonna take him to like something better than that. I don't even know what to compare it to. Something better than that, though. Something better than that. That shit is crazy. I'd be pissed off. Oh, this is my favorite ugly person on the internet who really thinks she's not ugly. And to me, she looked like a goddamn shit off of Phineas and Ferb, little platypus. Let me bring this out. She always got something to say too, bro. This is one woman, right? I am glad she says she only date white men. I don't need the stress of her wanting me, Like I already know I'm out of her, you know what I mean? I'm out of her league. Like she's out of my league, she's out of my league, so I went with
Trump is president, and I think all women should stop having sex for the next 4 years in protest and protection of your bodies. As we know, if that little baby inside you gives you any trouble and you need an emergency health care, you're fucked and you're gonna die. I think that is.
I'm sorry, but I want to see the man that will get her pregnant. Like I need to see this imaginary man. Because I'm going to go out on the limb that I don't think it's too many men out there trying to holler at her. I don't think that. I think this is a protest that most men that she's protesting ain't even going to know. Because I would like to see, she the reason why Cat's happy to go to Texas Roadhouse, man.
Is sufficient enough reason to stop having sex. Don't you agree? This vote wasn't a vote for Americans. This vote was for men. And unless we want to become the Handmaid's Tale, then us women need to protest because this is some buttery bullshit. I'm sorry to the women and minorities who aren't going to get the help that they need in the next 4 years. I'm sorry for the people who are impoverished, who are just going to keep dying from starvation and lack of healthcare and lack of governmental support. People are actually praising this guy, and it's a freaking joke. Look at the states he won. You won't catch me there. You'll catch me in New York City. And I'm sorry to all the women who are going to suffer in these bumpkin-ass, small-ass little towns because of this. Reason why I'm a New Yorker and always will be. Fuck Florida.
She from New York? She look like with bumps in the night. Yeah, bro. And she got a bunch of... her dating videos be crazy, bro. She be like, oh, A man better pay my bills at the door. I'm like, ooh. Like, she always got some wild shit to say. I think she trolling. Because there's no way in hell. But then again, she probably do feel
Trump
like
is
that.
president.
But some of the shit she say, I don't think she can honestly believe that shit. Like, it don't make sense. It do not make sense that she could believe that shit. It don't make sense. Cause she be talking so crazy. Like she is somebody that men like listen, even if she was gay, I don't think women pick her either. See, this video is gonna sound like it's gonna be weird, but I want to lighten the mood up a little. But I just want to know where this type of where does this type of stuff happen at? Because this right here, I wouldn't even know what to do with myself. I wouldn't even know what to choose. You could pick your wife. Like, I wouldn't even know what to choose. Y'all could judge me. I've been sitting here judging people. Y'all could judge me. Get it there. Go up here. Let me see. Yeah, y'all can judge me. But I wouldn't even know what to do if I was in this room. I like B. I like A. I like C. I like D. I like E. I like F. I can't like them all. So okay, cool. We just gotta have a reality show like Flavor of Love to figure out which one. I feel like they rotating. We gotta have a reality show like how Flavor Flav has, so I could choose which one, you know? Slow lighten the mood, you know? If you an OG that been on my lives before, I usually don't be this late because I act like I ain't got work in the morning. I'm about to get off of here because I gotta go do the thing that pay the bills. Especially since I gotta leave early on Friday. Get my daggone knee injections. Yeah, but I like them all, man. They was boycotting. I feel some type of way. We had to work something out. That's crazy though. I see a lot of content that I ain't get to that I'm gonna got to get to. Yeah, I gotta go get my drinks on Friday. I was supposed to get it towards the end of the month, but I guess the doctor got plans. She gonna take leave or something. And I told her I was taking leave, so I don't know. They asked me today what days I'm taking off for the holidays, but I don't know. I told them I don't know. Right now, I ain't really planning on. We gonna have days off anyway. The way Christmas fall in the middle of the week and New Year's fall in the middle of the week, had them days off anyway.
United States, and we have states, and they're united.
Okay, thank you, Vice President Kamala Harris. And one more question. What do you think about the United States of America?
And because think about it. States should be united. And all the states
yeah,
now.
I can't hear this, but I gotta play this one. This little girl.
They have a president to preside over them.
This little girl is funny. I didn't even realize it. Like I said, I had a bunch of content for days on here that I ain't pushed out. But this little girl is cracking me up. This is gonna be when I play going out the door, so I could go upstairs, shower, and then get my uniform ready. That way, at the border, I'll be an autopilot, take my son to school, and then head to base. Look, this little girl funny as hell, making fun of her. She should be on Saturday Night Live.
Running for president of the United States. And we have states. And they're united.
Okay. Thank you, Vice President Kamala Harris. And one more question. What do you think about the United States of America?
And because, think about it. States should be united. And all the states now. Well, they have a president to preside over them. Oh, that's good.
Thank you, Kamala. Now, moving on to our current president, Joe Biden. What do you want to say to America before you leave office?
My fellow Armenians of United Grapes of Australia, it's been an honor and a dignity to serve pizza. Serve as the guy flies around in a helicopter, wears suits, American flag. President.
The United Greats of Australia. Yo, the internet is undefeated, man. Undefeated, man. That Dre had was like she's a talented young lady that she had a bunch of little videos lighting up the mood around. Mm. Damn. Oh man, that boy. I wonder. Does anybody wonder if Trump was ever at these Diddy parties? I think that might be a show right there. We might start doing call-ins. Once I figure that out, I buy the equipment. Jill Stein, man, she did her thing when she came on the Breakfast Club. I'm gonna save that for another day when we get into Jill Stein, because I want to ride on Angela Rye. Oh, that sounds right. I'm gonna expose her. I want to talk about how she's a joke. This is real. Apology without change is just manipulation. You say he was for. I mean, I got pictures of him with Diddy. That's what made me seen, and I noticed I had bookmarked that joint. Oh, and then I was saying earlier about the whole doctor who never been married, can't keep a man, can't keep a husband, and all that shit, and they exposed her. I got the video of her too when she was coming at Cam Newton. We're gonna have to discuss that one too. We're gonna come on earlier. I'm gonna have a little thumbnail done up and all that. What's tomorrow? Thursday. I got Friday the plumber coming to do some work. We're gonna probably do it this weekend. This weekend we'll have more people up and shit. Angel will probably be on. She on the West Coast. We could do it this weekend. And I could do one for Sunday too, because I know Soul Sounds he'd be he's off.
The best I can for you. And then women do what I'm having to work on breaking their fairy tale ideology.
Like, even though she's like a city girl therapist type shit, she did say some real shit. But like, my main thing I always believe in, a broken clock is right. Twice a day a broken clock is right, Let me get up off here because I'm bugging like I ain't got to be there. I ain't even do my homework for class. But it was good. I'm glad I came back on and did a live on some regular speaking with my peoples and family. But yeah, man, I'm waiting for that, man. Them Diddy tapes need to come out on Trump, bro. That should have made my day.
It's not, but I ain't even gonna go there with you. For you,
We need somebody strong that can get the job done. And we need somebody.
me. That's how that goes.
Why do black people get upset when they find other black people supporting Trump? They get so disturbed, so upset. We don't.
Yeah, definitely, Lil. Good night. I'm sending blessings and peace to you too. Until next time, hopefully mañana. Peace.